Okay, so let's create the About Us page and then replicate the top bar, the menu bar, and lastly the footer on that page. And let's see how things will gonna work. So I am inside my home.blade.php file, so I will duplicate this and let's create this as about.blade.php. Now one more thing, we need to go to the web.php and define a route. So here we have this about page. Actually let's create a new page which will be about us page. So the route will point out to about us, and the function we are also going to use the about us, and let's set the name to about us as well. Now create a function, just duplicate this one, and I will rename the home page to about us. So let's also change the title. And if I go now to about us page, I see everything there as it is. It's basically the duplicate of the main page. But what I want is basically I want to have the top bar, this menu bar, and then the footer bar there. So what can I do? The first option is like I can remove everything from here and let's the footer as it is, and we also let the top bar and menu bar here. We can also split the footer into another partial. Let's do it that very quickly. So we have the partials toolbar. Let's create a new file, underscore footer dot blade, and let's put this here. And obviously let's also include this one down below to our main section, underscore about. Sorry, it's underscore footer, and everything still looks great. But is this the correct way? Of course, yes, this is also a correct way. But what we are doing here is like if I create another page and I want the top bar, then I want the menu bar and footer appear there as well on that contact us page as well. So what I have to do is basically I have to replicate this include functionality on every page, which is quite a cumbersome. The reason is that because for every page we have to include it, and if we forgot to include on any page, let's say for example if I forgot to include on the footer on the contact page, so if I go to there on the contact page, and we also need to create a function here as well. So contact and contact us. If I reload, now you see the footer is gone. We are no longer be able to see built in by an step. Of course we also need to change the contact here, file name, and if I reload now the footer is really gone. So what is the best way? The best way is we extend our components. So we create a main component and then put everything inside that component. So it's kind of like we are scaffolding the main thing, which will be basically the main app file, and then within that app file we are including our extra stuff. Alright, so the main will remain the same and we only have to just extend it. So let me show you how we can do that. If I go to the, let's go and create a new directory and name it as layouts. Alright, now inside that layouts I will create a new file which will be called app.blade.php. Now within this app, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy everything from about and paste it here. Now we have everything here. Now let's also use @yield to and within that field we need to define or give it a name of the section. All right, and now we have this app ready. What I can do is basically I can remove everything from here in the about us page, and obviously from here as well, and of course the footer goes as well. Now if I reload the page for the about us, first of all, now we see nothing, but if I now extend, so what we need to do is basically we need to extend the component. So how we can do that is basically @extends, and this will look from the components, and within the components this will automatically look by default inside the component. So we will say like app, we need to look at the layouts dot app. All right, then what we did is basically we gave it the name of the section. So if I now we have to define the section, and that would be section. All right, and then end section. Now if I reload the page, I see everything back here, but in this time we have only included 3 lines of code. We have not copied all the other things from a home page. We have not included by using the @include. What we did is basically we included the main stuff here. So that main stuff which exists on every page, like the top bar obviously exists on every page, the menu and the footer exists on every page. So this is what we have done. Now if I just go to the maybe home page and try to grab everything from this main container, let's copy this for an example, and if I now I have to paste only this one. Of course actually this one I have to copy, so let's paste it here. Now if I reload, you see everything is appearing same as of your main page. But what we have learned is basically how we can use the components and how we can extend our components to include on every page, so that the main app structure remains there, and then within the structure we can define our own content, or we can add images, text and stuff like that. Now that's not about it. There is one more step which is far more better than this, and in that step we call it the components. Now for that section or for that topic we will see in our upcoming video, like what that thing is, where we can remove these 3 lines of code and we can only use a kind of tag. All right, so that's about it, and I will see you in the next one.